Okay, let's test this. Oops. Alright. Testing. Okay, let's test this. Oops. Alright. Testing. Okay. So, what's up, everybody? Today we're gonna be playing Painkiller. And, hold on a second. Actually, before I get to that, let me just start streaming this to others, or how do I share this? Oh yeah. Alright. Okay. Oh, and let me open this here. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Alright. So what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be playing Painkiller on the highest difficulty. Let me change the audio settings a tiny bit. I think that should be good. Let's go all the way and see what happens. Okay. Well, yeah. This has before I start, let me explain this game a little bit, okay? So the difficulty. I'll explain more of the game later. All you need to know is that it's a first-person shooter with a lot of variety and in its level design, enemy design, and what have you. The music is also pretty neat. The one the tracks that's playing right now is that was modded in because I'm running this HD patch. This is ultimate patch I found on Steam that fixes a lot of stuff. And then yeah. So let me explain these difficulties. This, never play on this. This is like, when they mean extremely easy, they're being for real, alright? And then over here, this is still too easy because each checkpoint, and believe me, there's a lot of checkpoints, especially on the beginning levels. They keep refueling your health to 100. Also, you're locked out of some levels with this one. So, like the way this difficulty works is that some levels are only available to certain difficulties, and there isn't a single difficulty level that actually lets you access all the levels, if I recall correctly. You have to play this basically twice. So once maybe on Nightmare and once on Trauma. And this one's my favorite because this game has two endings. You get the second one, the better one, by playing on this difficulty. The only problem is that we leave out the 5th episode. Maybe I'll do that one later, but I'm interested in the main 4. The 5th one, it has a neat ending to it. It has a neat boss fight going on for it and stuff, but I don't like how what it implies later on. I'll explain later. But yeah, we'll go with this, and let's watch the intro cinematic.
Hopefully the traffic won't be bad. Dinner reservations are at 8.
Oh, I can't believe how hard it's raining. We sure picked a great day to celebrate my birthday.
It's just a little rain. It'll dry. Anyway, we'll be there in no time.
What?
Here, take this.
What's this?
This is who you have to kill.
4 guys? That's it? I just have to hunt down these 4 guys and that's it? I finally get out of here? I finally get to see her again?
Yes, but it won't be that easy. These 4 are generals in Lucifer's army. They're extremely powerful and well guarded by their minion hordes.
I can handle them all, but why has it taken this long? What did I do wrong? Ask him what I did. Ask him why he thinks I deserve this.
He didn't say. I was sent to offer you this chance, and that is all. He has his reasons, and he doesn't have to explain them to anyone. Do this, and you will be pure.
I was pure?
So you say. I'm not here to debate. Do this, and you're free to be with your Catherine again. You were chosen because of your abilities. You've managed to survive this long, and that is impressive. This is what has set you apart from the others, and he thinks that you're the only one capable of pulling it off.
Why doesn't he just take care of this? Why can't you do it?
If he gets involved, the assault we're hoping to prevent might be launched prematurely. And of course, we want to avoid that at all costs. We think they're going to attack soon. He wants you to stop them before they are poised to strike. He wants the profile kept low. So you're going to have to move quickly. Kill the generals, and Lucifer's armies will retreat. Either you take this or you don't. If you don't, I can't tell you when we'll speak again. I know you've been here for a while, and I assume you want to leave. Your time has come. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Good. Do you need weapons?
I've survived this long, haven't I? I know where to get weapons.
Good. This will help. Drink it. It will help you survive. Now keep that scroll. Use it as your guide and destroy everything that moves. You must move quickly. You must kill the generals before they organize for an attack. We shall speak again soon.
Okay, so that was the intro cinematic. The TLDR is that we gotta take down 4 of Lucifer's generals, and then and obviously he died. He's in purgatory right now. So our protagonist, he died in that car crash, and in order to get out of purgatory, he's gotta kill those generals, and he'll finally be free. So, let's begin. I'll explain what these are later, but in short, these are tarot cards. You have 2 types. These are the black tarot cards, and these are the gold tarot cards. These are permanent. The black ones are permanent. The gold ones are temporary. You collect these as you do specific level challenges and whatnot. So yeah. Oh, and you also need gold in order to get to place them in these slots. So keep that in mind. That's why we're gonna be collecting some gold. Oh yeah, and if this is the first time you've heard about this game, first of all, yeah, I would expect that out of the Polish game, but it only also I think only got released on Xbox Original. The first version of this game got released on Xbox Original, and there's like a remaster, but the remaster was garbage because it changed a lot of stuff and some of the levels are missing. Oh, and when I mean this game is Polish, I mean it. Like, this music we're hearing right now is made by a Polish metal band. So both the development and the music is made by Polish people. And in a DLC, you can actually find there's DLC to this. The reason in YouTube I marked this as Painkiller Black Edition, besides the fact that we are indeed playing that version, is that there's a DLC that gets added, or expansion pack that gets added, that has an interesting level. It's a bit of a historical reference that could only be told through the perspective of East Europeans. If I decide to stream that, you know, maybe we'll talk about it more. Oh yeah, okay, so this weapon that I'm using right now, this itself is called the Painkiller. It has 4 firing modes. First, this is the primary. This is this. Oh no! Like simply tapping it like this is the secondary. This is like a third where things walk through it, it'll burn them. And if I'm doing this, I hold it down. I fire the secondary at the same time. It spins out like that. So this weapon alone has 4 firing modes. And we have the other weapons, like this one. This has 2 firing modes. All weapons have at least 2 firing modes, but this one I can't use it right now because, like, can't use the secondary because we don't have ammo for it. It freezes people. There's an ammo box that we will encounter that will give us a little bit of the ammo for the secondary, but there's not much of it, and we don't really need it. Oh, and as you can see, when I jump repeatedly, I get faster. It's bunny hopping. But unlike in Gold Source engine games like Half-Life or Quake 1, 2, and 3 based engine games, it's very easy. There's no need to strafe jump, as they call it, or alternate the strafing. Even if you're holding down W, you can bunny hop. So it's very fun and not stressful at all to do this. There's no skill involved in order to be able to do it. And I think it's more fun. It's better than having like a sprint option. Like if more games decided to do buddy hopping instead of sprinting, like have it this simple to use and control, that could be a neat alternative, honestly, to making the player move faster. As you may or may not know with a simple Google search, this game was made in 2004, so it released basically alongside Half-Life 2, Doom 3, and many other good shooters. And like these, well, I can't make a move right now. Let me see. Sometimes you see objects move; they have a bit of physics to them. Not all objects. It's not as expansive as Half-Life 2's interactivity, but you know, like it's no joke. They got the ragdoll physics down and the physics of certain movable objects pretty well down. They don't feel like static, half-baked animations, which was honestly still today is kind of impressive. Like you have AAA games such as Rage, which was made in 2011, and everything is bolted down. Even cans of food are bolted down. And it's just kind of funny to think about. Explosive barrels flying around here. Oh, and don't worry, if you think the enemy variety is too low for a for this game, like you're only seeing 3. You've seen the skeleton guys, the shield guys, and the old witches. You'll see that each level has basically its own roster. Now you'll see enemies sometimes sort of recycle, but never do you see the exact same roster. There'll be something different about them each time. So like in the next level, not the next level, the one after this, you'll see that they have maces instead of swords. Each skeleton guys will have maces instead of swords. And there'll be, other types of differences. Okay, cool. I was wondering if they were immune to getting frozen, like the witches were getting immune to getting frozen. That would have been funny. And one thing that's neat about these levels, before I end the level, besides the fact that now you can just freely explore them to check if you missed anything. Like, there's no point in, getting ammo, but, I don't know, if you want to get some gold, collect the rest of the gold the level offers, you can do that. All the doors that previously would shut behind you so that you would fight the enemies, you can now travel back and just harvest the place for gold, but there's no need to do that. Not now anyways. The tarot card they're gonna give us isn't that great, so I won't need to use it. But yeah, as far as this level went, we just had to finish the level to unlock it. Wait a minute. So that's a black tarot card. I got the naming confused. So I guess these are the black ones and these are the gold ones. And we have 52 gold and it takes 100 to use, but I don't care, we don't need it. Because it's not that useful. since it's only a temporary buff, and these early levels especially, you don't need them. Not that much anyways. Are they gonna come? Alright, forget it. Oh yeah, other thing that's interesting to note, the graphics look pretty good for 2004. And this wasn't using something like Unreal Engine or whatever it was at the time. Source Engine just came out, It Tech 2 just came out. This was, as far as I know, made by themselves. If I did my research correctly, they could program it themselves. Oh yeah, and like I said about those other difficulties, like on the second easiest one, whatever it was called, you would get healed to full health each time you went through a checkpoint. And one thing you might have noticed on that level's end screen is that you can collect souls, but we always collect 0, because on this difficulty you're not able to collect souls. When these enemies die, they normally have their souls revealed, and you'll be able to collect them for a short time. And that in turn gives you health. 1 health. And when you collect 66, you are able to turn temporarily into a demon, which makes you invincible and basically can kill anything by just looking at them. But we're doing a pure playthrough. We're doing the true ending, so we don't need any demon powers to do what we want to do. And don't worry, we won't be limited to these 2 weapons forever, even though I'm not complaining. You might, but I'm not complaining. This is still pretty fun. That's way better than how in a game such as Doom 4 would give you a pistol that is worthless, a shotgun that is barely tolerable, and you would later either get the submachine gun, not the submachine, the machine gun, or the double barrel shotgun, and finally those would be fun to use. Or you'd upgrade the shotgun so you can start firing grenades out of it. But these weapons by themselves, even though they're the starting weapons, no complaints about using them. They're always going to be useful. In fact, the Painkiller is the best starting weapon, I think, in any game in terms of functionality. Like, people will say, oh, the crowbar from Half-Life, that's iconic. Well, who cares about being iconic? I need to actually be able to use it. The only use it has is breaking boxes so I don't waste the ammo. And maybe killing head crabs. not gonna collect that yet because that would be overdoing it in terms of health. That gives 25, and I would only get 16 out of that. And if you've noticed, when those guys throw their axes, they immediately die afterwards. And it's like their lives are bound to it. Now, some of you may ask, why would I be doing a whole Let's Play on this game? Surely, you know that Let's Plays do not give you that many views. Well, I'm doing this because even less so than Star Trek, there aren't many proper playthroughs of this, and if I recall correctly, they're not on the trauma difficulty. Maybe they are, but like either the no commentary type or I don't know. I didn't like him, and I think they were also of a notoriously low video quality. Maybe that changed in the few months that passed last I checked. But more importantly than all of those reasons, I like this game a lot. That I would do multiple videos on it. But yeah, we're not going to get the Terra card for this level because I remember it wasn't that useful anyways. Maybe it was something like you get more gold, but I don't need that. The only time I really need them is for one specific boss fight. And as you saw right there, their blue smoke slows you down, so be careful if you decide to play this game yourself. Okay. This level has a problem. There is going to be a bridge near the beginning, and sometimes it doesn't load properly, so I might have to quit and change a couple of settings if the settings I changed aren't permanent. But we'll see. Hopefully we don't encounter that problem again. I was playing this like a couple of days ago. I had to like restart the level 3 times because of that. Oh yeah, but yeah, here the skeleton guys, they've got maces now. Not that I think there's any real significant difference other than maybe how much damage they do. But it's a neat touch. These guys are bad. Oh! They forgot they can infight. Cut that guy's head off. Oh, virtual void. Is that our virtual void? I wonder. Because if it is, then that's the guy who kickstarted and did most of the heavy lifting for Zenith OS. And he deserves a lot of props for that. If it is him, then I'd like to ask him, are you going to continue that, I forgot what it's called, your recreation project, your OS from scratch? Oh, I see, alright. What's up, Slusher? Alright, well, as you can see, the bridge is here, thankfully. So, I'm not worried about that anymore. But yeah, that bridge, several times it would be completely gone, like disappear. And if you tried crossing it anyways, you instantly died if you went over that's where it's supposed to be. So that was kind of messed up. But thankfully it didn't happen. It's apparently an issue of max frame rates. If you don't set your max frame rate to 120 or 60, it won't spawn. Oh no. If you don't use the stake gun on these guys, they just turn into these things, and I don't have any freezer ammo. Wait a minute, did I hope I didn't leave anybody alive. Those guys carrying explosive barrels are the right way to do kamikaze enemies. They're supposed to be explosive, not bulletproof tanks. Duke Nukem 3D for some reason made them like tougher than most of the cannon fodder in that game. And not even a rocket launcher was able to destroy them in one hit. And in the case of Serious Sam, if you were using the shotgun, it's not from a long range, it is not enough to get them. And you had to hope that you had some Thompson ammo or something. There was no efficient way to deal with them. The hit detection I see has problems. guy's glitched, I think. Those shield people can sometimes revive enemies. But I don't think I've seen them successfully do it because they keep interrupting them. Wait, what's this? You go to the same path or what? Oh yeah. If you're wondering what the alt fire of this is, it's the grenade launcher. Let's see if we have a good reason to use it. No? Alright. Oh, if you didn't notice, these say hell limited on them. Because they barely see it dividing, but yeah. Okay, cool. These are explosives. And so are they. What? Oh. Sometimes those shield people insist on bumping you with their shields before actually hitting you, and that saved me this time, ironically. It's a neat idea to distort your vision, but maybe they, I don't know. I guess they can't know how much health you have, but it would be funny if they decided, based on how much health you have, that if it was a good time to strike and risk trying to kill you. I think that was a successful revive. Let's see. It still shows 112, so I don't know. Wait, why am I stuck in it? How is it missing? Okay, got him. Alright. He's not in this game, man. This game was before him, even. George. I guess if he was, he'd be too weak an enemy. Like we're in a mine right now, right? So he wouldn't be able to breathe through all this gunpowder and explosives being blasted everywhere. Even in his undead form or whatever. Also, what is his weapon be? A banana? A fake $20 bill? I don't understand. He's not going to be used as a soldier. Oh. Okay. I messed up. Oh yeah, you can't shoot this guy unlike the others, so you have to do a bit of trolling. Oh, launched myself there again. He'll try and bribe you out of defeating the generals. But unfortunately for him, the only currency that's worth anything to me right now is gold. US dollar has no value in purgatory, I suppose. Oh yeah, and those hooded guys with just one axe, they have now two of these short axes. Or small, I don't even know what you call them. War axes, small axes. And these guys, they've got this red smoke instead of the blue smoke. And this time, the red smoke will poison you as opposed to slowing you down like the blue smoke. So technically one could say, oh, that's just a reskin roster. It's a bit more than that, because their attacks are a bit different too. Oh, so I guess this is George Floyd. There we go. And I forget he can step on you like that. Or maybe it's the Nolan, who knows? They all look alike. And these guys now have armor. Criminals look alike. Let me correct myself. Criminals look alike. Totally. Because the ugliness, it spreads to the outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like thinking some guy goes and actually watches all of my videos, all my streams, just to later say, ah, you see this guy? Yeah, he's evil. Don't allow him into your workplace or wherever. I don't know. So these guys not only have armor, but they also can shoot fireballs now. But the fireballs prevent you from shooting your weapon. I think that's good enough. How many of them are there? Oh, there we go. I think there should be some ammo here. Oh, if you're wondering, like, I'm treating this very linearly. There's, like, this level in particular has a couple of rooms you can explore to get some more gold, but I just want to blast through right now. Because today, this level's objective is to get more gold, like 500, so you can get the tarot card, but again, some of these tarot cards really are a bit useless, because they either don't help that much, or I don't know. Like the one we got on the previous level was souls stay longer, but that doesn't even apply to this difficulty because we don't collect souls. Throw your other one. Come on, man. Alright, he doesn't want to. What's up, Cobra Club? Wa alaikum salam to you. left? Oh, here. Wait, no. This isn't the place I was looking for. The only obvious technical limitation that's bothering me from 2004 is this fake smoke or fake fog, because they wanted to limit the draw distance. Because it is a big level, both horizontally and vertically. Too bad you can't actually go up there, or even see the full thing, unless maybe you're standing down there, I don't know. Maybe there's a way to increase the draw distance, but this HD patch that I downloaded doesn't do that for some reason. And when I say patch, I do mean patch. I didn't add any new textures or anything. All it did was adjust the 3D models, like the weapon I'm holding and stuff, so that it makes sense for 16:9 resolutions, because it did support these resolutions before, but what would happen is that the weapon model is much bigger than it needs to be, and was like much more smushed up in your face. Now, that might have been partially the FOV, but the other thing that was also different is that these HUD elements, they were also much bigger, like the UI for showing how much health, armor, and weapons and you have in the, what's it called, this compass. Those were also much bigger and taking up more space on the screen. It's small changes like this. And they also changed they made like the INI file. They did some changes to the INI file, except they forgot to consider I think they did. They considered the issue about the frame rates being too high, which broke one of the levels, but it didn't work. I had to change it to 60. Most guys said you have to change it to 120 FPS, but in my case I have to change it to limited to 60 frames per second for that third level to not to break. Okay, so this is the last level. We're gonna get the boss fight, and I think it'll end the stream after the, what's it called? The cutscene that'll play after this. Cause, yeah. I'll have 3 other streams for this. For the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th episodes. Because last time I tried to do episode, I tried to do episode 1 and 2 in one go, and it didn't go so well. I got tired by the 5th one. If you're a real OG, you know that this is the one that I used in that Salil Sawarium remix, this level. So the boss fight is basically brainless except until he starts ripping his chains off, because he has a small chance of using a tornado to kill me. Like right now. If you defeat this boss in less than 2 minutes, you get this tarot card that will increase your initial health to 150, which is particularly useful for one of the levels, or not one of them. It's generally useful, but especially needed for the very end. If you're wondering, hey, why are you getting so close to them? The range is limited. If you go too far away, and the shotgun won't do anything. And as far as, what's it called, the damage outputs, where they call it DPS, damage per second, this one's the highest. If you use a crossbow, it's not good enough. I mean, maybe at the end it'll be useful. I don't know. If he starts thinking about using tornadoes again, I'll have to run away. But usually this is good enough. Or if I run out of ammo, that is. Let's see. I can finish him with this. Hooray! No flakes. That's a good one. I'm sorry, I don't offer that. I don't offer that. I don't. He can have the garlic, in case he comes back to kill me as a vampire. Yeah, that's one of the most important ones you get out of this initial episode, this first episode.
Ever wonder why there are graves in a place like this? Easy now. My name is Eve.
Good for you. What do you want?
I was told you're trying to hunt down Lucifer's generals and destroy his armies. Put that weapon down. I'm here to help.
Help?
I know a lot about
Blame
these
the
armies.
Polish people for what you're
I
looking
know their
at.
locations,
It's not my
and I know
problem.
about the generals who lead
Not
them.
everyone's perfect.
If you're planning on destroying them all, you're gonna need my help.
And I should trust you because...
We don't have time for games, Daniel. You can feel I'm human. And I'm telling you, your map is no longer correct. Give it to me. Yeah. See, this horde has moved from here to somewhere out here. They're preparing for attack and are
Yeah, we
systematically
should.
moving into position.
But in case
We don't
anyone's
have much
interested.
time.
How do
What's
you
the
know
cause?
all this?
I've been here for
Get the
much
joke
longer
of
than
a
you can
story
even
out of the way.
imagine. I know this place. I was among the first to notice the armies moving in, but obviously I couldn't stop them on my own. And that's where you come in. Rumors travel fast. They say you're quite the soldier.
Yeah, I can take care of myself.
Good. But before we go, you've got to know something. For starters, you're dead. You've been dead for nearly 30 years now. Not that time matters here. You're not in heaven, but you're not in hell either. You're here because of something in your past, and you're awaiting purification before you're allowed through the gates.
The gates
You're right.
are real? I understand where I am. That became clear the first time I had to defend myself against a demon. What I don't understand is why I'm here. I lived a good life. I just don't deserve this.
Well, I figured you understood where you are. Some mortals seem to have trouble grasping the notion that they're no longer alive. As for why you're here, I can't answer that. The secret must be in your past. I asked you a question. Have you ever wondered why there are graves in a place like this?
Actually, no.
Most mortals don't. You seem almost to expect them. We're in a world where mortal souls await purification. You can't die here. You're already dead. The body you're in right now is just holding your soul. However, while you wait, your soul can be taken by a demon and sent to hell. If you fall to a demon, you will go to hell. Likewise, once your time has come, an angel can release your soul and allow you entrance to heaven.
I've seen many fall to a demon. The flames are a pretty good indication of where they're going.
As the midway point between heaven and hell, Lucifer realized the strategic importance of this world quite some time ago, and has since created a means for his troops to enter undetected. We're not sure how he's doing it, but we know it's a slow process. It takes a considerable amount of time for each soldier to form. And this is why it's taken so long for Lucifer to amass an army large enough to attack. There aren't any bodies buried here. They use graves like these as their primary entrance into this world. However, it's not clear which graves are actually used. We've tried to find and destroy all of these entrances, but we haven't been successful yet. Anyway, you've got a lot to do and the clock is ticking. I'm gonna see if I can find out some more information about the other generals. I'll meet up with you later. Good luck.
Okay, but yeah, that's the end of episode 1. I'll place this here. And yeah, I really want to do the rest of it, but then it would be awkward where we'll get about here and then it'll just or maybe even here, and I'd get tired. Like I'd start dying a lot more. So yeah, that's the end of this stream. Thank you guys for watching, all 4 of you, and whoever else joined for a few minutes and left. All of you guys are cool, and have a good day or good night.